at the Moran, one of the great sponsors of our Women's Empowerment Series that has been with us now almost 5 years, are the wonderful people at Providence Cristo Rey High School. If you've not heard of Providence Cristo Rey High School in the heart of Hawville on the near west side of our city, they are now 5 years old, a high school that started from scratch, a parochial high school. That means they can talk about God in the high school. They can pray and won't get in trouble. So they got a spiritual education. They've got an academic education, and they help prepare their students for the world of work because they got to work while going to school. Deandra Grady is with Providence Cristo Rey, and she joins me live. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Now, for those people that, there might be 5 people out there that have not heard, Kelly, there you go. I totally want everybody to hear you. There may be 5 people in town that have not heard about Providence Cristo Rey. So for those of them, this started 5 years. What's Providence Cristo Rey all about?
We are exclusively for students who could not necessarily afford a private institution around the city. We're exclusively for those with economic need. And we do send them to work 1 day a week at some wonderful companies like Eli Lilly, Baker and Daniel, Shields Sexton. And we are proud to say that every student in the class of 2011 is in college right now. So we not only get them in high school and prepare them for work, but we also have a college preparatory curriculum that prepares them for college as well.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me everybody that has attended Providence Cristo Rey in its 5 years that walked across the auditorium stage when they were a graduating senior and got their diploma, they're where now?
They are all in college.
All in college.
Yes. And this past... yeah.
Somebody tell Rick Santorum that they're all in college. You don't want people to go to college. Is that when you talk about they work, what do you mean by they? Is like an hour a week, or what kind of work we talking about?
No, we're talking 8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours, 1 day a week.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking the place of real world work. That's not internships. This is taking a place of a full-time employee. These employers are trusting our kids with being a chemist assistant at Lilly or, helping file cases at Baker and Daniels, just doing a lot of variety of activities. So they're getting a real experience of what it would be like to work at these companies.
If I remember right, when Providence Cristo Rey started, that initial year, they did not have a senior class. So you're now getting to a point where those that started with you maybe 3 or 4 years ago are just getting to the point of graduating college. Are you going to be tracking those young men and young women as to what happened to them after their undergraduate days in college?
Definitely. And we are part of the nationwide network of schools. And nationally, we have a program that tracks all of our college students. But we specifically here also have 2 people at our school that are responsible in keeping tabs on our students.
Now, this is a Catholic high school. And the Providence Cristo Rey concept started in Chicago?
Yes. And so even though we are a Catholic school, we're sponsored by the Sisters of Providence, who's been educating students for over 100 years
See,
now.
sisters know how to get it together.
Yeah, they do. And most of our students do come to us. They're not Catholic, and we do not try to convert anyone. We just want to, like you said, have a place where kids can pray. We pray every day, every morning, and we talk about God and we talk about morals and ethics. So we do want to mold and shape our kids to be adults that we want to see them and leaders in this community.
239-1310, 239-1310 with Deandra Grady. She is with Providence Cristo Rey High School, which is located on the near west side of the city. What's the cost to go?
It's the average minimum cost is about $640 for the entire year. And that, of course, covers tuition, that covers transportation, that covers books, that covers uniforms if they want to play sports, that covers college applications, that covers college visits, tutoring services, a lot of different things. That $640 goes a long way.
When Providence Cristo Rey started, a lot of the assistance for financial aid that was coming, from the church. Now we've got the choice scholarships here in the state of Indiana. Has that helped?
Definitely. I actually, a family came to me a couple months ago, and they were really excited when that voucher program, the money kicked in, because they actually ended up paying their tuition before the voucher was $500. And then when the voucher came in, it got down to $250, and they actually got a refund. And so they were just very thankful.
They got a double blessing.
That's right. They were so thankful. And, we see everyday families like that want to put their child in a small college preparatory environment and couldn't necessarily afford it. But now there's no excuse.
Now, you guys have something coming up in a couple of weeks, an opportunity for people to come visit Providence Cristo Rey High School and find out what's going on. When is that?
It is our open house on March 11th from 3 to 5.
That's on a Sunday?
That is on a Sunday.
Second Sunday?
Yes, second Sunday of the month, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it's a true open house. So if you can't make it at 3 o'clock, you can only make it at 4 o'clock. You'll be able to see everything and not miss anything.
So it is Sunday, March 11th from 3 until 5. You guys are located where? Because I kept saying near West Side, and people are trying to visualize. Amos, that's a big area near West Side. Where?
It's our exact location is 75 North Bellevue Place, and that is between West Washington Street and Ohio.
So you're off of Washington Street around Bellevue, which is kind of past the zoo, past the railroad tracks?
Yes, about 2 miles from the zoo. To be exact, we're 4 stoplights west of the zoo. Four red lights west.
That's a good marketing slogan. 4 red lights west of the zoo.
Yeah.
And at Women's Empowerment, I understand it, there'll be a number of students at Providence Cristo Rey that'll be helping out there.
Yes, we're excited to be. This is our 3rd year sponsoring the ecumenical service at the Women's Empowerment, and we'll have 20 young people that will be helping, passing out bags, backstage, doing some stuff. They love it. You'll see them in the green polos.
Is the academic focus, because obviously it's college prep, there's, young people that are, spending 8 hours a week, on the job. Is the focus more business and science and math? If young people are interested in the arts, what is the focus? Because some people may hear the business side and say, well, maybe my kid wants to be an artist, or my kid wants to be the next somebody that directs film and wins an Oscar down the road.
Yeah, our focus is getting kids to college. That we have state standards that we abide by. You graduate our school with a Core 40 or Core 40 honors diploma, and with that little bit of investment, that your son or daughter is going to graduate and get enrolled into a college.
So you guys aren't into the general diploma. It is Core 40 or Core 40 plus, or the tech. What do they call it? They also got the technical diploma. So you guys, you're trying to get them to college.
Yes, that's our focus. And along the way, of course, with the work study component, we wanted them to explore careers, but our core focus is getting those students enrolled into college.
That work experience that they do during the school year, does it open up or does it help Providence Cristo Rey students in either getting a summer job with those businesses or just any old kind of summer job because you got some work experience there?
Yes. A lot of our students get hired by our companies on the breaks, like summer, Christmas. Right. And that money, that goes directly to the students and they can spend it however they want it. And then like I said, we are a nationally network of schools. And so a lot of times with our more established schools, those students actually find that their corporate workday experience is their first time job. Right. So we do open the doors up for a lot of opportunities for our students.
All right. So now if people want more information about Providence Cristo Rey, they could come to the Women's Empowerment Series this Saturday at the Murrah, and there'll be a booth Or you can go around and look at for the Providence Cristo Rey, the folks that look like high school students. And I'll bet you they'll be wearing the official, shirts, worker shirts for women's empowerment. And you can probably say, are you with Providence Cristo Rey? I heard about the school on the radio. Can you tell me about it? So that's one way. Mm-hmm. Or if they're the 5 people that are not coming to women's empowerment, how do they get a hold of the folks at you all at Providence Cristo Rey?
You can call me at 860-1000 and ask to speak to anyone in admissions, and they will help you, fill out an application, come to a shadow day, and then, of course, you can always come to our open house on March 11th, 3 to 5.
And the deadline, obviously, with the open house coming up on March 11th from 3 to 5, the deadline to apply is when?
Our deadline, we are an open enrollment school, but the final deadline to apply would be April 27th.
So April 27th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometime.
You just can't wait around for the last minute. 239-1310, 239-1310. Let me go. Jackster's got a comment for the folks at Providence Cristo Rey. Hi, Jackster.
Good afternoon. I'm really proud to hear that lady say they still have prayer in schools. And with that prayer in school, I'd like for her to let the hearing audience know how much of a dropout rate they got with God involved. I'll stand back and listen. Y'all have a fine day.
That's a great question because, if I were to pull up the data for Providence Cristo Rey, but if you said everybody graduated, that would mean that's 100% graduated in 4 years. Is that fair to say, Deandra?
In our class of 2011, 100% graduated.
100%. Yes. On time. 4 years. On time. Then that would say that's a dropout rate of 0. That's 0. Okay. All right. We just check it. Now, there are a couple of public schools that don't have automatic prayer in school. They got 0 dropout rates too. So let's be fair to that. Again, if you want more information about Providence Cristo Rey, come to the Women's Empowerment Series this Saturday at the Mirage. The doors open at 9, runs from 10 till about 7, and stop by the Providence Cristo Rey booth, and you can get all kinds of information. You can talk to Providence Cristo Rey teachers and administrators and students. They'll be at the booth. Or if you just need information right now, and you say, I can't wait till Saturday. I got to know right now. Call 860-1000. That's 860-1000, 860-1000.